is really, really different. But anyway, both are fun, so that's the most important thing, right? So we are here with BAFFD on the Dire side and FY on the Radiant side. Seems like these are the semi-finals, which I am not sure yet about, but I will know that soon. Yeah! These are the semi-finals, so we indeed have the semi-finals here. Why so slow, Shiva? I wasn't slow. Never slow. And we're gonna have the first ban coming out from FY. And Lycan is already banned, Beastmaster is already banned, and I have to still sort. There we go, fixed. Sorry, nope, not fixed. We see Tidehunter banned. So far, nothing really all that spectacular. Wow, sorry. So far, nothing all that spectacular. Invoker being banned. I mean, surprise. Almost ready. Sorry, it's a bit of a hasty up here, so still fixing it, still fixing it. The fourth ban is gonna take a little bit more time, but there we have the Lone Druid. Oh, that's a shame. Really a shame. We still have the Chen, we still have a Nature's Prophet, Darkseer, Leshrac, Shadow Shame, Windrunner, name it. They're all there still. And we're gonna see which one is gonna be the last one to be banned out, and then which one's gonna be picked up. Maybe none of these heroes will be banned out, the ones that I just said, as the sixth hero to be banned out, because then BAFFD can still pick up the ones that they... Well, 2 picks of them. But they're gonna ban out the Shen straight away. And Nature's Prophet is gonna be the no-brainer pick for, or for them, a no-brainer pick for FY, with Queen of Pain as the second pickup. I wasn't expecting that. I was more like thinking a Windrunner. There we have it, Windrunner. Okay, so we got their 2 solo lanes ready. A middle lane, solo lane. Well, one of those could also be, of course, a tri lane, but you're more likely to see them as solo lanes. You're gonna have a Vengeful Spirit pickup, and maybe probably something like Earthshake or Darkseer, so that doesn't give away a lot, and either. At least that's my guess. That's my guess gonna be. They could also pick up a Mirana, just so they have a good solo lane also, as a third solo lane. Or it could be a middle hero or something. It's gonna be Darkseer. I was gonna say Beastmaster, but he was of course banned already, so that was not gonna be him. But yeah, solo laner for the Darkseer. Well, if he is being played like that, of course. And we're gonna see Earthshaker pick up. Logical follow-up, so both teams now have team fight potential with Darkseer and Earthshaker in. And we will go to the second ban phase. And let's see what's still in that should be banned. I think, yeah, BAFFD still needs support, so Venomancer being banned out there is pretty smart. They might also want to ban out Crystal Main later on, just to make sure that BAFFD can get those 2, or can get that really strong support in those two extra heroes that I just mentioned. For the bans for BAFFD, I think they might want to ban out some carries, because it looks like they... there we go, Anti-Mage being banned, and Crystal Main being banned. Oh god, I'm right! Cool, cool! Let's have a Morphling ban or something, or Night Stalker ban, or Riki ban. The suspense is killing. At least if they ban out an anti-mage, I think they should also ban out another carry. Late game carry is what I mean. They're gonna ban out the Shadow Shaman instead. Okay. We have to still think Leshrac is still in, so he could still be picked up by either team. He could actually be a nice pickup for FY at the moment. They have Darkseer, and they could go for a tri lane also if you have if they... Oh, that's so not what I was gonna go for. Their laning looks so odd at the moment, though. They could have a jungling Furion, solo laning... sorry, a jungling Enigma, solo laning Furion, solo laning Darkseer, and then a dual lane with the hard carry left as last one to pick up. But the picks are on to BAFFD side. And they should still, like I said, they should still need a support, and they don't have a Crystal Maiden or a Vengeful anymore. But What other supports could they go for? Let's see. They could probably pick up. Oh, maybe a Sven. They have a support Sven. You don't see that very often, but it is viable. And then they will have a stun too, because so far they have the shackle shot, which is really nice, but you have to actually land that. And they have the Earthshaker stun, but not much other stun. While the other ones, while the Radiants have the Malefice from Enigma, and of course the stun from the Vengeful Spirit, which is super strong. Shrek is being picked up. Oh, I did say that he was still in the pool. Wasn't one that I would go for, but maybe we're gonna see Shrek support. A Ricky pickup for FY, and I think in their in the lineup for BAFFD, maybe a Storm Spirit would be a good pick. That's not what I wanted to say. I don't think Storm Spirit is that strong pick, especially not for a Zariki. One smoke and you'd not be able to ball lightning away, and that's gonna be painful, especially if you get a Malefice. Or what a combination I saw last week was a Ricky and a Darkseer, and every time Ricky popped his cloud, Darkseer followed up with a vacuum once the hero that was in the cloud was about to run out, and then the vacuum just knocked him back in, and it was super powerful, and that's it's going to be very painful if they are indeed going to make good use of that. I'm just going to go over the teams so you know who's playing what. We see Etza on the Darkseer with Bet Ivo playing the Enigma. VilXD is on the Nature's Prophet with Ricky being played by Seldo, and Evil is Near is playing the Vengeful Spirit. We have a pause, but that doesn't stop me from introducing the rest of the players. We have Fata being on the Queen of Pain. And yes, I'm actually mentioning the F because the reason they are named BAFFD is because it's the first letter of every team, or every team member. We have Fohu on the Storm Spirit. We have Adu on the Earthshaker with Lunatrix, who is actually a stand-in at this time. Lunatrix playing the Leshrac, and Buraida is playing the Windrunner. So that's all of them, and I'm expecting. Let's see. Well, Storm Spirit mid, no brainer. Well, then Queen of Pain is gonna go solo top with probably a tri lane with the Windrunner on the bottom lane. With maybe Earthshaker and Leshrac maybe rotating when they find out that, or if they found out that there's a tri lane being run on the, or dual lane being run on the top lane also. But yeah, I say dual lane because I'm expecting Enigma to. Well, it's a bit of a draw. I mean, both Nature's Prophet and Enigma can go for solo lane or jungle. So it's gonna be them sharing those two roles with. Who am I missing? Oh, Ricky. Ricky, I was expecting Ricky to maybe go mid. He might still go middle, but if he doesn't, then he's probably gonna be on the bottom lane, assisted by Vengeful Spirit, with a Darkseer on a solo top lane, and Vengeful Spirit gonna go bottom lane, I guess. Don't know with who yet, but we'll see. Let's hope this pause is almost over, so we continue to see where these two teams are, or where this team actually is gonna lane, because we already know the Dire team. Let's see. Vengeful Spirit and Ricky gonna go in the middle. Nature's Prophet gonna go in the middle. Everybody gonna go in the middle. Okay, that doesn't make really a lot of sense. Well, let's see. Let's see what they're gonna go for. So far, it's everybody in the middle. It's a good party going on there. And I think Nature's Prophet's backing is teleportation first, so I think he wants to go for either the rune or a first blood somewhere to be able to get back to the lane that he's gonna be playing at as soon as possible. And I see Darkseer running towards the other rune, actually placing a ward here. Probably gonna go bottom lane then, solo bottom. And yeah, Enigma's getting ready to jump in those forests, then we're gonna see a top lane for the Furion and dual lane in the middle. So that's what they're gonna go for. Okay, I was slightly off, but they could go a lot of ways with this lineup that they have. At least the dire side is nice and obvious, and that's the most important. We instantly see Donkey going with the Clarity Potion, and that's because, well, I was gonna say because the wards are gone, but he actually still has one ward left. He's probably gonna just drop something on the floor. There you go, and save it. And the Donkey's gonna take the ward back, who's gonna maybe be going towards the Nature Prophet so he can do something there. Let's see, I'm gonna expect the First Blood. Well, the First Blood's not gonna be here, I think, because the Darkseer will be able to just surge away. It's most likely gonna be on the Storm Spirit. You're already getting harassed quite a bit by this dual lane here. And until he's level 6, he won't be able to ball lightning away from the ganks. So that will be a tricky line. We see Leshrac with a double damage room coming from the bottom lane, helping to harass Ricky a little bit, and he might just stay here because he's not really needed on the bottom lane because they know they can't really kill the Darkseer, and he does need well, he doesn't want Storm Spirit to die, so he's just gonna help out there a little bit. And we see Earthshaker. Ooh, Darkseer being in a little bit of trouble here. Nice Fissure, making Darkseer not able to get away from this one. He's eating a lot of trees, actually gets away now. He didn't have to use all those tangles, I believe, to be able to get out, because it didn't seem like Earthshaker or Windrunner was going to follow up all that much on that. Let's see this lane here. Nature's Prophet getting harassed a lot by the Shadow Strike, but he will be just fine. He still has tangos. He will probably not have the greatest time in this lane for now. Let's see, 5 for 4, Queen of Pain 8 for 1, so Queen of Pain winning slightly. But he won't die that easily. He has his Sprout, he has a teleport away. It could be over all that be over very quick with the blinking and every spell that Queen of Pain has. But for now, I don't think she has enough mana to do so. Even though she's gonna try to harass him quite a bit. But he rests back himself too, so he'll be fine. He's just continuing eating his tangos and almost has the I think he has the pop himself already. Might actually be the lane where the first lot's gonna happen, because Ricky is just happily farming here and will be very careful, even though he's not level 6 yet. And it seems like his assistant, there we go, Vengeful Spirit, is not there yet. She's actually guarding a haste rune. Which she will pick up if someone else gets close, but in the meantime she'll still guard it, probably for the Ricky, or maybe for the Enigma, so they can get a kill on there. But Enigma doesn't have any mana, so he can't put off his Malefice. If he got haste, ooh, there we go, a little bit of harassment on the Ricky, but the Vortex isn't skill high enough for him or for Leshrac to get in a good stun. A haste rune on the Vengeful Spirit. We might see First Blood on this bottom lane. We'll see that soon enough, though. Queen of Pain harassing herself off of the Nature's Prophet. Let's see. No, everybody's gonna stay alive here. Vengeful Spirit also being smoked, so she will be able to have and the element of surprise and being lightning fast. Just a question who they're gonna go for. Malefice is off cooldown. There they go. Are we gonna see the First Blood, and who is it gonna be on? Earthshaker, I think, is gonna be the problem. No, they're gonna go for the Windrunner instead. Fissure is there, actually blocking off the Windrunner. Darkseer again, the last hit. Earthshaker making his way out, but there won't be a Sprout. Everything was already used on the Windrunner, so they won't be able to get another kill. But that Fissure, even though she would have died anyway, that Fissure didn't help at all, because, well, it might have blocked her from the Earthshaker, but it killed the Windrunner regardless. But yeah, she would have died anyway, so it doesn't really matter all that much. Let's see how the numbers are looking. We're gonna see how the numbers are looking shortly, after we see this Leshrac making use of his invisibility rune, which we might or might not see. Oh, I'm not sure if he would be able to kill it. Well, he might. If he gets in a good stun and edict, he might be able to do something, but for now he's not. And Vengeful Spirit is there too, and they know he's invisible there somewhere, so he's gonna be fine. Might get something in on the Ricky instead. So yeah, I was gonna look at the numbers for the Ricky and the Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit being 26 for 10, so doing really well for himself, while Ricky has 7 for 0, so Ricky not doing good at all on this lane. It's actually level 4. Storm Spirit is level 4, but well, he's a little bit behind. So Ricky now level 5, Storm Spirit's level 4. But farm-wise, he's really not getting anything at all, and he can't really, because he knows he might get Vortex and stunned, because that combination could be really deadly to him. Well, it could be deadly to anybody actually, so yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Bottle is empty for the Storm Spirit. But oh, we have an Orb of Venom up on the Ricky. Might actually, as soon as he's level 6, he's probably gonna go out and gank, and I would like to see that because that would mean more kills than there are now. This is only the Windrunner so far, who's still happily farming on this bottom lane. Windrunner having 19 for 14, so doing pretty well. Darkseer in the meantime does have a kill on her, but is 10 for 1. So I'm guessing if I'm gonna open this one, there we go, 750 gold in advantage for BAFFD, and that's gonna be just a farm. That's gonna be so many last hits different with this Storm Spirit. And let's see, Queen of Pain also such a big difference with. Yeah, Queen of Pain having Queen of Pain having double as much farm as the Nature's Prophet has. It looks like Ricky is gonna continue on this top lane, purely because at least here he might be able to get some farm. Nature's Prophet is still here. I thought he was teleporting to the rune, but it didn't. There we go. Rune's gonna be picked up by the Vengeful Spirit. Who got it just before the Earthshaker could, so she will steal it from him. We've seen Enigma being in a lot of trouble, Storm Spirit getting in the kill with the Vortex, and the Edict doing a lot of damage, also doing a lot of damage on the tower now. And that will bring the kills back to even, and the gold graph even further in favor of BAFFD. Oh, we're seeing something happening on this bottom lane. Windrunner being in a little bit of trouble, but we'll just power shot through, and Ats will be able to get away safely, even though he's not really that high on mana. He's gonna vacuum, but what's he gonna do? Fisher's gonna go down. He's taking a lot of damage, searching to get himself away. Shackle Shot will latch on the Nature's Prophet, who just teleported in. Power Shot will go through. Leshrek is there to take the last hit, though. That's kind of a failed gank from FY. Sorry for the cat noise in the back. Dearly apologize. Ooh, Ricky got killed. We missed Ricky getting killed on the top lane. Queen of Pain getting that kill. Queen of Pain, who is still out farming the Ricky, out farming the Nature's Prophet. Let's see who's the most farmed. This is the Storm Spirit. The only one that's really farming good on the Radiant side is the Enigma, but Enigma actually got or died, which we saw in the middle, with Storm Spirit getting the kill. And even though he has good farm, he has 1k gold in the bank. He has his boots, but he doesn't have anything else. So I'm guessing he also bought some wards, maybe, perhaps. Well, and he lost gold with dying, of course. Queen of Pain having her bottle complete. We'll use it straight away. The cat standing in front of the minimap doesn't help. We see Storm Spirit killing off the Ricky in this middle lane, with the Edict being used also to do some damage, and the Vortex, level 3 now. Maximal ganking ability for the Storm Spirit. And a nice ward from the Radiant there. To be able to spot off and the rune and everybody incoming. We see some blinks on it, so I was wondering why that was. It's gank incoming on Leshrek. Leshrek popping his Edict straight away. Storm Spirit is there doing his Vortex. Nature's Prophet is going to be in a lot of damage. Storm Spirit getting a killing spree on that. Queen of Pain finishing off the Enigma in the meantime on the same patch. So that was really good assist as soon as they saw the teleport incoming from the Prophet, which was really in view. So they did have enough time to do something about that. There was the Queen of Pain and the Storm Spirit backing off from trying to see if there was a rune or not, or well, he was on the river anyway. And they're going to be able to take this tower even though Leshrek's not here. The tower is taking a lot of damage just from right clicks. Let's see how this Darkseer is doing, because he has not left his lane yet, and I wonder why, because he has 13 last hits. He's not going to make it versus the Windrunner. Actually, not going to make it at all, taking a lot of damage from the Windrunner. And there's the Earthshaker being a lot of damage, getting stunned. Last right click will go to Nature's Prophet to teleport it in. And that was a bit of greediness, because they thought that they were gonna, or I think they thought that they could still kill the Darkseer, but he was baiting a little bit. But I have to say, even though they got a kill, they're still quite a bit behind, because look at this gold difference. It's almost 5k in advantage, but yet it was 5k in advantage for BAFFD, and that's a lot of gold in the 10-minute mark, which is it now. Ooh, perfect. and see what items they have so far. That we see a Ring of Health and a Dark Seer. We see Nature's Prophet just standing here trying to probably get a ganking, but he won't be able to do so. Ooh, Ricky being in a lot of trouble here is dusted, so he won't be invisible. He tried to run away, but he will get right-clicked down, and I don't think there's anything that he can do to save himself. Storm Spirit getting the last hit, and is now dominating, using the last of his mana to ball lightning a little bit, but that was not really necessary, I believe. This Queen of Pain would have been able to finish it off anyway, but it's not like he was going to use his mana for anything else. Fisher going down for a little bit of harassment, blocking off. No, not blocking off. Never mind. Windrunner trying to get out, but there's no, don't go. Should go back. There we go. We actually see four of FY being on this lane, being on the middle lane, bottom lane even. Fisher will go down. Just a little bit of harassment. Doesn't really hit the creeps though, so mostly was focused at the hero. While I think that should be the creeps that he should be aiming for, so he finishes off that creep wave. But in the meantime, their bottom tower is being pushed as well, so if it's gonna be really worth it, I don't know. Queen of Pain gonna teleport out. She doesn't want the last hit of this tower, which is gonna go down anyway, even though Ricky is gonna teleport in. Mike's actually got the deny. No, doesn't. Last hit goes to the siege creep. Sorry, we're missing a lot of kills on the bottom lane with Enigma going down and Darkseer and the Vengeful Spirit. My bad there. Leshrek picking up a double kill on the Darkseer. And the Enigma with the Vengeful Spirit being killed off by the Storm Spirit. And yeah, everybody of BAFFD was there, apart from the Ricky who teleported into the bottom lane, and they're gonna be able to take this tower with level 4 Edict doing or probably gonna do a lot of damage soon as this creep wave is dead. There we go, power shot goes through, and creep wave is dead. There goes the Edict. Look at this tower dropping so fast. And it doesn't seem like this Ricky is fast enough with pushing to take a tower back. Even though Windrunner is gonna try to at least try to do something. Ricky being in range of the tower, but no power shot to finish off that nice shackle shot. Vengeful Spirit being there too. There we go. Stun goes off. She's not gonna be able to stay alive. Windrunner dying to the Ricky. Nice kill for the Ricky. He actually needs some farm, so not bad at all. And Furion being here too. It looks like they want to push this tower, but it might be at the cost of a tier 2 tower. Not worth it. Teleports coming in from the Darkseer, so we'll be able to save the tower, but tower is only 500 HP left, and it's only a Darkseer, so I wonder if they're actually going to back off all the way with, well, Leshrek is not actually backing off. He's almost out of mana, so he'll need something counterboarding now towards the Rune Ward for the Radiance. And, ooh, let's see, Dire's top tower is falling, so they did manage to kill a tower off, but they did miss something on, well, something on the bottom lane, trying to defend this. I guess they thought something was still here, but it looked like Queen of Pain is already teleported away. Safely to the base. Looks like Storm Spirit is in a little bit of trouble. Ricky chasing him down, but he does have a lot of mana to ball lightning. There goes the Vortex. Ricky taking a lot of damage, and ooh, it does get the kill on with the Blink Strike, which is quite surprising that he didn't went away earlier. But I guess he thought he could take the kill. Storm Spirit actually taking the kill on the Vengeful Spirit. So quite surprising. While Queen of Pain did the legwork. And Ricky is backing off, and it looks like they're trying to find the Enigma, but they won't be able to do so because he backs off behind his tower straight away. Yeah, and the Windrunner is, sorry, the Darkseer is away fast enough also. Darkseer is gonna get some farm in this middle lane. Let's see. Goldgrave has dipped back a little bit towards the 5k, but was at 7.5k earlier, which is a huge gold advantage, like I already said. And, we have Fisher going down. They're just gonna push in, and there's Leshrek with full mana and level 4 Edict. They're just, ooh, Storm Spirit killing off the Nature's Prophet on the top lane in the meantime, so he won't be able to join on this bottom fight. But neither will the Storm Spirit, which may help them a little bit, but it doesn't seem like FY wants to defend this tower all that much, because two of their heroes are still in the middle lane, getting some farm here on the middle lane. But yeah, this tower is just gonna go down. There we go, free tower. Friendly to give a free tower away. giving them more gold advantage than they already had. We might see it go back towards that 7.5k. It's not updated yet because the last update is with Prophet destroying a tower on the top lane. But we will see it updated soon and see if it goes towards that 7.5k gold advantage again for BAFFD. Let's see. Ooh. Gold. We haven't seen the experience graph. Experience graph is actually about the same as the gold graph. 7.5k almost an advantage for BAFFD also. And now we see the gold same, like I said, 7.5k advantage now. And there is some heavy counter warding going on here. But it looks like this ward, sentry ward, is not in range of the observer ward, which is kind of fail for BAFFD, but okay. They got the sentry ward anyway, so that's half the job. We're gonna see a smoke up on them, and Earthshaker using his mana boots, which he now has. Let's see if I miss some other items. Also mana boots up on the Shrek. The Queen of Pain building towards the Aghanims. And hello, Nature's Prophet. Bye, Nature's Prophet. He's not gonna be able to live away from this. Shackle Shot doesn't latch, but doesn't need to latch because all the burst was enough. Queen of Pain getting the last hit. He was just caught out of position and yeah, smokes, you know. Smokes up. Storm Spirit was just killed in the middle lane though, getting killed off by the Vengeful Spirit and Enigma. Enigma barely getting out alive. But nice kill. Or nice that they got the kill anyway. We're gonna see BAFFD pushing out his bottom lane a little bit. I wonder why they're doing that with all four of them. Not really needed, and they're all teleporting out to defend this top tower and middle lane to get some extra farm. Let's see if I missed some gold on the Radiant side. We're seeing Darkseer building up towards the pipe. Only needs the recipe. Only needs 600 gold, so that's pretty close. We already saw the Orb of Venom up on the Ricky. There's gonna be a pulse from the Queen of Pain. Ricky's probably gonna go for BKB, having his Ogre Club ready. So we might see that, but he doesn't really have any gold to back that up. Oh, where's the donkey? Is the donkey carrying something? No. That's just the farm Ricky has, which is not really a lot. But he did die 3 times. He's gonna find the Earthshaker in the forest, and there's a Furion to assist on the kill if they want to go for this. Or never mind, Furion is not going for it. Furion wanted to, but then changed his mind and went for the bottom lane. Furion, who does have his mechanism complete, so that's a nice item to have for them. Enigma's got an Ogre Club, probably also building towards the BKB. He's also seeming to be the ward person though, so he won't farm up that much as you would hope him to. Vengeful Spirit, being the office ward person, is still warding. Does have 2 smokes in case they want to use that. Ooh, hello, Storm Spirit. I'm seeing a lot of failed teleports on the Storm Spirit, I have to say, because I really thought he was gonna go there, but he then cancelled and stayed on the bottom lane. And there is a smoke up to get a gank on the Storm Spirit, and I think that they will be able to get him. I mean, they have a stun and they have a shackle shot to be able to shut him down. Ooh, he might teleport away now. Nope, it wasn't. If he should have continued doing that. There goes a shackle, power shot going through, Edict jumping, Queen of Pain being there to finish him off, but Windrunner gets the last hit with the right click. I wish for Prophet's sake that he didn't cancel that teleport. He was just out of position, and he should know that. Especially since you notice that there's heroes missing on the map, which is also always a worrying sign. Worried sign. Enigma getting Enigma and Vengeful Spirit being smoked up. They're not gonna find anybody here though. The only one close is Storm Spirit. He might actually he will continue towards that bottom lane. And I think this tower right here is gonna be their target. This tier 2 tower in the middle lane. Is it? Or will it be? There we go. It will be. There's full mana. Apart from on the Windrunner, but he will get some mana from the mana boots. Queen of Pain having her Aghanim Scepter complete now. And this tower is having fortification, but that won't stop it from going down. Nature's Prophet is there to try to defend it a little bit with Estrians, but I don't think that will help anything, even though it does a little bit of damage on the Shrek. Windrunner getting the last hit on the tower with a focus fire, shouldn't be that hard. And I hope we might see a nice black hole from Enigma. That would be nice to see. Would be nice to see. But no, they're not gonna. Ricky finishing off the Storm Spirit with the with the Sprout being there, but I don't think that was really that useful. Ricky could have gotten the last kill, but Nature's Prophet stole it away from him by using a Sprout. But they will be able to push in this tower. Mech going off from the Nature's Prophet, and if you didn't see it, Mech is up on the Windrunner also. Queen of Pain in the meantime getting a kill on the bottom lane, middle lane on the Enigma, who is now 4 versus 0 because everybody's pushing that top tower, top 3 tier 2 tower. That's not gonna be good, and I'm actually wondering, do they have teleports? Ricky has a teleport. Yeah, everybody has a teleport, so they would be able to get back here, but they're not doing so yet. I'm quite surprised they don't, because this tower is taking a huge amount of damage from the Edict from Leshrac, who is taking a lot of damage from the tower too. Queen of Pain, Queen of Pain, Windrunner focus firing this tower down. And there's the teleports going out, but that's a lot of free damage they could do in that tower, and I don't think they're gonna be able to catch some heroes off. Their fissures going down, just to make sure that everybody is gonna be able to get away safely. And if we look at the gold graph, it doesn't drop that fast anymore as it did in the beginning. It's also because, of course, there are less towers left now. It's only 1 tower left, or 1 tower left that's not a tier 3 tower. Yeah, so almost 10k gold advantage for BAFFD, and it's not looking all that good for FY. But if they get in a good black hole, a good team fight, because that's what they have to take it for, and are able to shut down the Earthshaker in the black hole, preferably. Earthshaker will got a blink dagger, by the way. Yeah, then they might be able to do something strong there. Yeah, because they need a team fight. There we go. Echo Slam is there, doing a lot of damage on the Enigma. Mechanism goes off. Oh, black hole's getting interrupted. Ricky going down. Sorry, Ricky not going down, but Ricky killing off the Earthshaker in the meantime. The damage is on. Queen of Pain taking a lot of damage. Pipe is up on the Radiant. The wall was there. Not a lot of copies being made though, because nobody went through. Queen of Pain last hit went to Enigma actually, and that was one of the fights that I meant. Even though the black hole, what the hell? And yeah, it looks like she was swapped. The black hole was swapped from his own teammates, so that wasn't really nice. Storm Spirit taking a lot of damage, being able to light ball lightning away. Leshrac doing a nice stun on the Ricky. Ooh, the Edict doing so much damage, ripping through Ricky with the lightning storm, finishing it off. Darkseer is gonna be on the run, but he won't be able to survive this, even though there we go. Windrunner, Storm Spirit actually getting Windrunner getting last hit on the Darkseer, while Storm Spirit finishes off the Vengeful Spirit. And that was overextension. As soon as they got those 2 kills, they should have backed off, which they didn't. So they got 3 kills, no, 3 deaths in return for overextending, and that is the danger that you have if you overextend. Don't overextend. It's bad. Looks like they might want to go for Roshan. No, they don't. Or do they? They might. There is a couple wards up from the Radiant, but not near the Roshan pit. They're checking though. They're checking. There's gotta be wards everywhere. They're like, are they really? Did they really not ward up the Roshan pit? No, they really did not ward up that Roshan pit. Okay. Ricky has his BKB finished now. The sun's going off on the Leshrac. Let's see if we missed some nice items. Enigma almost, well, being pretty close towards his BKB. With only 600 gold left. Darkseer having a spike, we saw that in our previous fight. BKB just called it from the Ricky. There we go. And it's not going to be contested because everybody of the Radiants only just walked in with smoke. Ooh, a little bit of lag there. And it seems like they want to go for the Storm Spirit, but don't think that they're gonna be able to. Most of them are still smoked though. Never mind, they reveal themselves and we'll be fine. Tower wise, it's actually even now, with the gold difference being dropped back a little after previous fight, because yeah, the towers did went down, so that's a good thing for them. And it's still a lot though. It's still between 6 and 7k, which is super painful. We see Storm Spirit getting ganked under the smoke with the last. Oh, he has his Aegis, so he won't die yet. Smoke is not up yet, so he will just be able to ball lightning as far away as he can. We're using his whole mana pool, so all good. Oh, what did I see there? We see an orchid? Yes, we do. We see an orchid up on the Storm Spirit. Nice item to have for him. 4-staff recipe on the Earthshaker, who actually doesn't have anything else but the recipe, but he will probably go for that. So there will be 2 4-staffs available on the Dire side. I didn't miss any items, did I? 300 gold left for the BKB on the Enigma. Nah, that was it. 1k gold available on the Darkseer, but we don't know what he's gonna go for yet. Same with Queen of Pain. Has 1500 mana. I'm expecting her to go for a Lincolns or something, which is Vengeful Spirit being a little bit of trouble. No trees unless you check one. Stun going off on the Queen of Pain, but she actually used her ulti to not finish her off because the Fisher got the last hit on the Vengeful Spirit. Enigma taking a lot of damage. Queen of Pain does take this one with her Scream. So at least I got a kill out of that. That was 2 heroes caught out of position majorly. And they should back off from this tower if they don't want to end up the same way as the Vengeful Spirit and the Enigma. Stun going off on the Nature's Prophet, not being very good. Vacuum helping out a little bit. Shackle doesn't latch. Teleport is off cooldown, but there's no really a stun. Why doesn't he? Ooh! You can use his mech and the Surge is there, and Teleport's gonna come out of the dark, so you will be able to get away. And Nature's Prophet is still there. Fisher going down, and he actually drops to the right click of the Queen of Pain. And Storm Spirit with a double damage room, farming some creeps. With yeah, Ricky just happily farming here in the middle. And those kills got the gold difference back to 7.5k there. Seems a bit solid, the 7.5k gold advantage. And it might seem like, well, I don't know. Things might still change. I mean, Ricky is a great late game carry, even if he is not invisible, which you can't assume at late game anymore because they will have a pipe. So we just have to see if he's able to fight up against the Queen of Pain and the Storm Spirit. And this Furion needs some farm too. Even he has 2,500 gold, which is not bad. But for a Nature's Prophet, I would expect a little bit more. Let's see how the gold per minute is looking. 300 gold per minute for the Nature's Prophet, which is almost the same amount as the Darkseer. Ricky has more, but Queen of Pain and Storm Spirit and Windrunner all have more than anybody else on the Radiant team, and that's gonna make a huge difference. If it doesn't already, which I guess it already does. Yeah, 4-staff also being completed on the Storm Spirit. What? 3 4-staffs on the Dire team? Maybe it's just a casual recipe on the Earthshaker. Could be. Could be indeed. Let's bring up the item chart just to see. See, quarterstaff on the. Oh no, it's not a casual. It's not a casual recipe because he is indeed going to go for the quarterstaff, and we'll have the third 4-staff, even with a blink dagger. So he'll have a blink dagger and a 4-staff just to make sure that he can get away or get in and out. And Enigma having a BKB up, 2 BKBs up actually. No, I mean 2 BKBs up on the Radiance because Ricky already has one. Enigma having his BKB up, we didn't see that completed yet. We did see it was super close, so yeah, that's nice for him. Lunatrax on his Leshrac has his Drums of Endurance, has his Arcane Boots, doesn't seem to want to go for anything else yet, doesn't seem to be able to go for anything else yet. We might see a fight going here on this middle lane when Enigma is running into everybody, but nice Black Hole catching 3 of the Dire Hero. Vacuum is there, catching even more. BKB is popped, so we won't be able to get interrupted. Leshrac going down very fast. Looks like Earthshaker is in a little bit of trouble. With his own Fisher blocking him off. Enigma getting the last hit on him. What a great Black Hole that was. The only downside was that there wasn't enough Radiance heroes to do the damage in the meantime. Ooh. Storm Spirit's gonna be able to catch off the Vengeful Spirit. Actually getting the last hit from the Windrunner, or stealing it with this power shot through. Great Black Hole, I have to say that. But yeah, there wasn't a fast enough follow-up from the Radiant, so the damage done while in the Black Hole wasn't as good as it should be, even though the Prophet's ulti was there, so used properly for that kind of stuff. But Vacuum was there too, didn't catch more heroes than there already was, but still the damage was a bit lacking. Queen of Pain getting her Mystic Staff as next item. Actually, he's not gonna go for the Links as I was expecting. Probably going for a Scythe of Ice. That would make sense. To be able to sheep the Ricky when she encounters him. I guess there's not that much. No, never mind. There is the stun from the Vengeful Spirit and the Malefice that she could dodge with the Lincoln Sphere, but I guess she doesn't want it. Okay, fair enough. You don't want it, don't get it. Fine. Yeah, 4 stuff on the whole team. Actually missed if he used his Malevolence on the previous one. On the previous fight, but I bet he did. I bet he did. I guess it's for the Radiant is waiting until Black Hole is off again. Because I'm assuming they want to do it again. Let's see. The gold graph by the last fight has tipped towards the 5k again. So it's it sticks around a little bit at the same as this, well, between the 5 and the 10k gold advantage is what it has been like for quite a while now. Actually, for for over 20 minutes. So let's see if this team fight is gonna make a difference in that, because this is gonna be a team fight. The Black Hole was not there yet for 40 seconds, and BAFFD knows that, so, or at least knows that it's not up yet. This tower is gonna go down. This is gonna go down pretty soon, I believe, or is it not? Edict not being there. Tower will live for a while longer, but 60 HP. That's like 2 last hits or something. So they're just they don't want to go yet. Ooh, in the meantime though, Prophet finishing off the last tier 2 tower for BAFFD on the bottom lane. Is in the meantime back here, so we'll be able to join in the team fight if it's gonna be a team fight. And if it is gonna be a team fight, I'm expecting Enigma to want to go in there rather than for them to fight near the tower, because if they fight near the tower, tower is gonna go down. And tower did go down. It did get denied though by the Dark Seer, and that's all they came for. They came for the tower. They got the tower, not directly, but the tower still went down. So they're just gonna back off and save the fight for another day. And leave one naked barrack standing. Let's see where the smoke up is gonna go to. It is gonna go to... No, everybody's backing off quite fast. They don't have a ward up here. Do they have something that they can place? There they have. I hear a ward. It's a sentry ward though. Not an observer ward. They don't have observer ward. The only observer ward they have has just disappeared on this higher ground here. So they don't have any observer ward. So they see their base. They see where the creeps have pushed out, but that's all they see. It's a bit lacking, and we noticed that here for them now. Even though I don't think they would have seen anything here anyway. But where the Dire is kind of farming. But it's still lacking a little bit, and they have to be very careful not to get caught out, so they stay together a lot. Ooh, I think Nature's Prophet also wants to go for a Scythe of Ice, even though he has 3k gold. Let's see if he's gonna get... Actually, yeah, that's a Scythe of Ice. There we go. Just needs an ultimate orb. Does have the money to buy that, so he will just do that. We have to click on the real Queen of Pain. Oh, let's blink to be able to see what she's going for. She's a bit behind on the Prophet regarding the Scythe of Ice. We see Storm Spirit taking a lot of damage, but no problem for him. And he has his ultimate orb ready. It's cool. Quite surprised that everybody of the Radiant is standing a bit still, not really wanting to farm a lot, not really daring to farm a lot, I should say. And yeah, that means that the gold advantage will go towards BAFFD now, because they are farming their forest and a couple of the lanes. And well, Enigma has started farming a little bit too, so that will help, but it's not as much farm as the rest is getting, it seems. And we see the gold graph dipping a little above the 5k, well, below the 5k I should say then, but you know, it's up, so oh well. And yeah, They're gonna go for the Roshan. They will find the ward, so oh, there we go. We have a observer ward there, and also a sentry ward, but this observer ward is quite safe. So they will be just, they will be okay. I'm not gonna say just fine, because I say that a lot, and I shouldn't do that. Looks like BAFFD knows that the Roshan is going to be the next target. Both teams are a bit hesitant to go in. They both don't want to get caught out in Roshan, but they both want Roshan. So, oh, Queen of Pain having a gem of True Sight, so that will be trouble for the Ricky. Yeah, but like I said, if you're gonna have Ricky as your late game carry, you should be able to do fine also without a gem. Lobling's going off. What I say about not farming earlier is now is going for BAFFD, because they're just standing around doing nothing. While at least FY is getting a little bit of farm in their jungle. Sorry, Windrunner getting a little bit of farm in the middle lane, but that's about it. Or Shaker going towards that forest now, having his 4 staff complete. And yeah, everybody seems to be going back. But Shrek still doesn't have more than the drums and the mana boots. Guess he doesn't want more, guess he doesn't need more. Enchantress Scythe of Ice complete, but the Scythe of Ice was also already completed on the Prophet. Who actually already got... Look at that farm, the Prophet, he already got enough farm to buy... Never mind. I was totally mistaken there. He doesn't have the Scythe of Ice completed, he has it completed, but he's not bought it yet. Lame. It's also yellow and orange and red and stuff, so sorry for that, but oh well. I was thinking that farms look insane, but yeah, it didn't happen. Oh well, let's not talk about more mistakes. Let's see, we have a ultimate orb up on the Darkseer. I wonder what he's gonna go for. It seems like both teams are quite hesitant to meet each other. They know it's going to be quite even if the Enigma gets in a good black hole. And I think BAFFD knows that so far, the times that they have not come out ahead is with a team fight. So they don't want to do that again. They want to be able to catch someone out first and then go for it. And they might be able to do so so shortly if they're, for example, going to catch this Enigma. Who has a Blink Dagger and a BKB. Oh, but both teams are just waiting. Quite boring, actually, waiting. But oh well. It has to be done. And it's probably gonna be the first team that gets tired of waiting is the one that's gonna be the one that wished it would have kept waiting. Patience is a virtue, definitely, in a situation as this. It looks like BAFFD wants to try to go for it, try to go to this enemy forest where there's nobody there. Because everybody of FY already went back to the middle lane. They should see that because they see the Ricky farming. There's some wards up again on the Radiant also. Able to see everything. For example, the sentry ward that's there. And well, smoke is gonna run out before anything exciting happens. Yeah, there we go. Scythe of Ice on the Nature's Prophet. This time for real. This time for real. Yay.
Uprooted after them.
And since this is the only... Well, the towers are even. There's the only tier 2 tower left, but they lost a tier 3 tower. That means that the next push in for FY is gonna be a tricky one, because they don't want to force a team fight, because otherwise they would have already. And they don't want to... Well, if they're gonna push in on a tier 3 tower with with not catching off any heroes beforehand, lag, see there, and they're gonna be in a little bit of trouble. They're gonna go for Roshan instead, and they can do that because the lanes were pushed out a little bit, so BAFFD had to go back. Let's see if it's gonna give them enough time to take Roshan. I'm expecting BAFFD to know where they are though. That is a bit logical. Let's see, yeah. Well, they do have fish in there because there's a little ward thingy. Ricky picking up the Aegis, Roshan falling down, and they back off as soon as they can. And they should. Because they still don't want to have that team fight. Prophet pouring down to the bottom lane to get some extra farm and to push the lane back out. Power of the Prophet being able to have all the lanes pushed out while the rest is fighting somewhere else. Or even not fighting at all, just farming in the forest could be too. We see no new items on the Vengeful Spirit. And no new items on the Darkseer yet either, apart from the Ultimate Orb. Let's see, the farm difference of these two teams is just immense. We do see 4 heroes of FY to have over 100 last hits, and only 3 heroes to do so for the Dire side. But 230 last hits for the Queen of Pain. That's insane. That is insane. And that gold difference is, you know, it's been sticking around 5k for a while. No new tower kills, even though we might see a new tower kill, because this tier 2 tower is, like I said, the only tier 2 tower left up, and they want to go for that. Steldo being turned into a chicken, getting harassed a little bit, popping his Aegis. But that was actually, I don't know if that was a really good Aegis. He won't be able to use it for over a minute now. And I think Beth knows that and wants to go for it. There we go. Enigma taking a lot of damage, gonna go down, not being able to do his black hole, so the team fight potential for them is gone and they back off. They're gonna give this tower away because they know that they can't take it. Queen of Pain taking the gold from the Enigma kill. Yeah, this tower is just gonna drop so fast. Let's see, there we go. And then they're gonna continue pushing in because they know the black hole isn't there. They have every opportunity to do so. Ooh, hello, middle lane. Furion teleporting in here. Echo Slam being there right before the when the Nitrous Prophet went there. It still gets stunned. Ricky gonna go down soon, but he has the Aegis, so we will be back up again. Storm Spirit killing off the Vengeful Spirit in the meantime, while the Shrek is getting the Nature's Prophet. Ricky being the only one there left alive with the Darkseer not really there. Vacuum saving him. Darkseer is there, but not really in the fight. It's more like standing outside. Ricky taking a lot of damage from the shout. But this Storm Spirit might be in trouble with the Malefice going off on him. He will get stunned all the time. There we go. Enigma getting the last hit on him. We don't see any towers down. We don't see any barracks down. That was a good defense from FY, and they will be able to push them on their own, off their own right now, if they wanted to. For example, Storm Spirit could teleport towards this bottom lane, and maybe even get a tier 3 tower. No, Queen of Pain will be able to defend that faster than you can say defend. Power Shot even helping out a little bit. Now Furion is gonna farm the Ancients instead. Ancient Creeps, that is. Then, well, Enigma's back up, so we might see a black hole again. Ooh, Windrunner purchasing a Necronomicon. Nice level 2 Necronomicon also. Yeah, level 2 it's now. Sorry. Something in my eye. And it looks like both teams are happy to continue farming again for a while, until at least the Storm Spirit is back up and they find a good entry again to catch off someone again, like they did the Enigma earlier, and then went in, even though it didn't really end all that well for them. They were too spread out, I believe. They were a little bit on the top lane and they were a little bit on the bottom lane, and that just didn't work out for them. With not enough focus. Goldgraph not doing all that much. We do see a little dip, and it goes back up again also, so not really surprising. I'm gonna take a sip of water while we follow this Storm Spirit around. 'Cause if something's gonna happen, it's gonna happen with him for now. There we go.
Over here now.
So, 4.3k gold on the Queen of Pain. A lot of gold. Wonder what she's gonna get with it. She's probably gonna want to have a little bit for a buyback too, just in case it gets that far. Or she just wants to go for... I'm still thinking a Linkosphere would not be bad on her, or a BKB, but a Linkosphere would be better at this point. Let's see what the Stir Spirit is gonna go for. Also 4.9k gold for him. A lot of gold.
I'm getting a second.
The BKB would be nice, just so he doesn't get silenced or so he doesn't get stunned
Here I am.
like he did earlier. And looks like picking off a hero or not, they just want to go for this. Nature's Prophet is gonna teleport towards the farm again. Wow, towards the base again. And Queen of Pain just checking for wards with her Gem of True Sight, and 2 wards are gonna be up here. Bit overkill, not really all that well communicated, but wards is a ward. Over all the wards that they had left though. Shame, but you know, what are you gonna do? They don't want to go in there after all. They are content with forcing FY to be in their base, not being able to get any farm and experience. While they go out and farm a little bit. I wonder if we're gonna see Furion, who also has 4.2k gold. Jeez, everybody is having so much gold. If we're gonna see Furion teleport towards the bottom or the top lane, just to try to get some extra push in, just to try to force the push. I mean, he can do so. He just needs to be there for 20 seconds, hide until he is until he can teleport back. And yeah, I wonder why he doesn't do that. Forcing the... He could so easily... Oh, I didn't say anything. He waited until at least one base was defended. One side of it was defended, but he will be in some trouble now. The blinks are there, exactly where he is. He will just get turned into a pig, turned into a pig, taking a lot of damage. Shackle Shot doesn't let Queen of Pain ulti goes off. They do have a stun. Power Shot going through with Windrunner. Queen of Pain getting blast hit on the Nature's Prophet, and that is not what I meant when I said that. I hope Prophet is gonna teleport there and get some push in, because we should have gone to this side or something, and it would have been safer. But they did see him, so. I guess then the more clever way would have been to teleport in out of sight, wait until his TP was off cooldown, and then then push the lane out extra, and not a leg spike, then push the lane out extra to to be able to teleport straight out again after he pushed that out with the little treants. Prophet only does for 20 seconds longer though. Still has 4.3k gold, so we'll be just fine. 2.2k gold up on the Enigma, with 3.4k gold up on the Darkseer. What's everybody doing with so much gold? Guess they're all saving for potential buybacks. This melee barracks is gonna get focus shotted down very fast by the Windrunner, while Vengeful Spirit is gonna go down to the Earthshaker, and the Queen of Pain killing off the Enigma, and Ricky killing off the Earthshaker, as we could see. We see Ricky also chasing down the Storm Spirit, but he will be okay. He will be backing off because he knows he can't take this. There is Ricky once again, though. He gets silenced. Storm Spirit a little bit overextended, but he will be able to get force staffed out. That's the nice thing of everybody having a force staff, I guess. He would have been able to force staff himself out, maybe. Yeah. But they do lose some melee barracks, and that was totally worth an Earthshaker. And that's gonna be painful if they're gonna do a push like this again. I mean, next time it will be first the tower once again. But they are able to just do so much damage with the focus fire of the Windrunner and Leshrac, having his edict up while there's a fight going, still doing damage towards the buildings as well as to heroes, without anything to stop him. That's that's gonna be really tricky to deal with. They should try to take the fights outside of their base. Even though the base gives them that advantage of positioning, but I don't know if that's worth the risk of losing buildings for. We see Sanj and Yasha complete on the Ricky. Wow, English. With no other new items. Woo! Hello, Enigma, with your Gem of True Sight. So that's also nice. Both teams have a gem now. What do we see? Nothing new bot yet. Well, Boots of Travel on the Queen of Pain, which is really nice because now she can just be countering Furion's pushes really fast, because Well, he can teleport, she can teleport too. Her cooldown is a little bit longer, but it won't be that long that it's well. Basically, she can undo Furion's pushes if she wanted to. And she will just be able to counterport as fast as just as fast as the Radiant will be able to. Earthshaker picking up Ghost Scepter will be very handy for him versus the Riki to be able to just stay alive a little bit longer. No new items yet on the Storm Spirit. He's still got a lot of gold. Or did he already have the Scythe of Ice? I don't think he did. Maybe he did. So many Scythe of Ices up, I don't know anymore.
Haste.
We do see a level 3 Necronomicon on the Windrunner though, at least. Yeah, there we go. And this is a team fight possibly happening. Enigma getting a smoke as well as the rest, but he wants this. Well, he hasn't still got cooldown on his black hole, which is a bit of a shame, but for now we'll have to deal with it. There we go, they want to go for that. BKB is popped, but the black hole is not there yet. 12 seconds for it to go. We see a lot of damage being done on the Storm Spirit. Will go down. Enigma getting the last hit. Shout of the Queen of Pain barely does anything while everybody is under the effect of the pipe and the BKB. Echo Slam gonna hit on 3 heroes. First, there's the black hole, but Shackle Shot stops the black hole. Fisher going through makes everybody being shut off a little bit. Storm Spirit getting a kill on the Darkseer and Windrunner getting a kill on the Nature's Prophet. And the only one left alive was the Riki. Never mind, Riki also died, but he bought back, as well as the Nature's Prophet, because they do need to buy back in order to make sure that there's not going to be a push in. Due to the buybacks, they're not going to push in, but they're going to take Roshan instead. That's nice too. He will drop a cheese this time. Let's see which hero is making a space in their inventory for this. There we go. Storm Spirit having a spot there. No spot yet for the cheese though. They don't want to go for this. They're gonna take these two heroes down with the Shackle Shot together. Really nice. Windrunner finishing off the Riki while Queen of Pain gets the last hit on the Nature's Prophet. And that's 2 heroes they just bought back. Why did they go in versus 5 people? The Shackle Shot was immense though, have to be said. But yeah, that was overextending. If you can, that's not really overextending. That was just suicide mission. Because overextending is something you do after you've already been in an advantage, and they weren't in advantage. So I'm not sure how much that's overextending. There's a huge creep wave gonna push into this tier 3 tower once it's made its way over there. Let's see if more heroes are gonna join them here. Queen of Pain could just put the travel in if they want to. Queen of Pain actually has picked up the cheese. Not a lot of mana available on these 2 heroes, but they will manage just fine for now if they're actually gonna try to go for it. Queen of Pain has finished her Monkey King Bar. Still has 3k gold left though, just in case she needs to buy back. All fine, and has gone back to the bottom lane to help push out this lane. And Earthshaker is on his way too, with Echo Slam almost being off cooldown again, blinking himself towards this tier 3 tower. Who's gonna take a lot of damage already from the right clicks and might also take damage. There we go from the Edict. There's nothing, well, defenses are going on, but not really all that much. Storm Spirit being here too, I think, yeah, there we go. Earthshaker is standing back a little bit. Nice Shackle Shot once again. Echo Slam is gonna be there. Power Shot gonna go through. Storm Spirit finishing up the Vengeful Spirit while Riki's gonna go down very fast. Blue Strike, and Enigma is gonna go down too. Only one left is the Nature's Prophet, who does have a BKB now, but it won't save him anymore. He will go down, right click goes to the Storm Spirit, and they will be able to take this barracks, and probably more than these 2 barracks, because there we go, there's the GG called. Everybody dead. Buybacks are not there, at least no cooldown for the Riki and for the Nature's Prophet, and with Enigma only, who is not able to buy back, and a Darkseer who is able to buy back, but Darkseer on itself is not going to do much, so he's just going to sit there anyway. And there we go. It looks like BAFFD is going to go towards these finals, and we'll probably face M5 in the process of well, we'll probably face M5 in the finals. They're going to try to get some fountain kills here. Queen of Pain wanted to use her cheese. There we go. There's been finishing off the Vengeful Spirit. Cheese was used, not really needed though. And there we go. Exploding Ancient after a game of 54 minutes. Jeez. Time telling. It's cool. There we go. I'm gonna let you look at this a little while longer because you like to do that kind of stuff.